Hi everyone, and welcome to another live sharpening class here in the Tormek headquarters in Lindesberg. My name is Hugo, and I'm here with Sébastien.
Hi everyone.
Behind the camera we have Victor, and we are going to do something very exciting today. We're going to have a look at a brand new product. The product we'll be looking at today is the SC-60 Scissors Jig. So it's an upgrade, of the previous Scissors Jig. And
it's live?
It's live, yes. Thank you for reminding me.
What to say.
I have a cheat sheet, but it was on the wrong page. So we are already off to a strong start. But if anything goes wrong, please bear with us. We are live, as we say, which also means that you have your opportunity to ask questions in the chat here. So please do. All questions welcome, and we'll have a session after showing all this where we go through your questions and answer them. Also, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching this at a later time, you can always ask any questions you have in the comment section below. I think that was all.
All the basics.
Yeah, all the basics. Maybe we should jump into this. This is the SC-60 Scissors Jig, an update of the SVX-150 Scissors Jig.
Yes.
It's a lot faster, a lot easier. What's new with it?
Yes, so I've been using it for a couple of months now, and like with most Tormek upgrades, I would say you get to appreciate them more and more with time. So the big difference here, if you see the clamp, for example, we have two different sizes of the clamp here, so a smaller size and a bigger size. The advantage with this one is that all kind of scissors you can clamp in with both clamps. This reduces vibration when you sharpen, and also with less vibrations it's more satisfying, less sound, but also you get a better result when sharpening. It becomes more precise. We also have a TPE material here on the inside that reduces vibration. It makes it clamp more firmly, but it also has the advantage that you can clamp more different shapes of scissors, so it makes more versatile. You can sharpen all kind of scissors, even the rounded ones.
Yeah, they grip even if they're a bit rounded.
Yes, and we change here the basic material. So this is some kind of composite before. And the advantages here is that it slides more smoothly against the plate, which also makes the sharpening more precise.
Talking about the plate.
Yes, if we move over to the plate, the first thing that strikes you perhaps is the new hexagonal shape. It doesn't only look good, but it also has the advantage that it slides smoother back and forth, the clamp. It's also you easily remove dust, so the hexagonal shape removes dust and water in an easy way. It's also more durable than the old solution, and will remain like this for the entire lifespan of the jig, which is an advantage.
Yes, I can just drop a little fun fact, Easter egg for our chat to see if anybody can find or knows where this hexagonal pattern is located elsewhere on any Tormek product. So if anybody knows, please have a guess in the chat.
Great. I'm not allowed to guess.
No.
Then we have a small insert here, which allows you to set the angle with the WM-200 AngleMaster directly on the plate. This makes it easier as well. I will show you everything I talk about more in detail once I start sharpening. And then my favorite new feature is that we have a quick setup here on the back side. So I would say most general scissors are often 60 degrees. I don't have an exact percentage, but say that 75% perhaps are 60 degrees. So here you have a quick setup for 60 degrees, and you have two different setups. So here if your stone is 250 millimeters, so on the T8, T7 or older, bigger models, you use that one. And if you use it on T4 or T3 or other smaller models, you use that one. But this makes it super easy and super fast to set up you sharpening 60 degrees, which most scissors are. So I love that new feature. So to recap, it's more precise, less vibration, and it's way quicker to set up as well. So a big improvement.
Yeah, I think that sums it up quite good. Maybe it's time to demonstrate a bit how it actually works as well.
So I thought I could show you different ways to set it up. If we start with the clamp, I take some kind of scissor here. This is perhaps how scissors look in general. This is not any fancy scissors. It's made from a Swedish company, well known. I don't want to make commercial out of it, but you might see their logo. What you have to think about when you set it up in the clamp is that here is the bevel you want to sharpen, and the bevel needs to be downwards, so facing downwards. This is right-handed scissors. I will, for left-handed scissors, there are some things you have to think about, but I will get back to all you lefties later.
Great.
So you clamp it here, up, then you lock first screw, lock second screw, and that knob, and then second knob. Also, you need to make sure that the scissors are open 90 degrees. I'm a bit exact here, because if you open less than 90 degrees, then that
blade.
Yeah, that blade will touch the stone. So you need to open it more than 90, or at least 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Great. So then we have set it up in the clamp, and then I thought I would start to show you how I set it up with the AngleMaster. So then I place the plate on the stone. I take my AngleMaster, and in this case my stone is 250, so I make sure that it's set to the 250. If you have a T4, you go on the 200. And then I set the angle I desire. So in this case I desire 60 degrees, so I go to 60 degrees. I set it up. And then I make sure that one piece is touching the stone and the other piece in this insert, and I set it up to 60 degrees. So here I would have set it to 60 degrees, or whatever other angle I wish.
Yep, easy enough.
Yes, and then here I would just go start sharpening.
Right.
If I want to use the quick setup, I don't know how Victor should film this, but then I want this part here with the 250 stone. It says 250, it's very small, but you see that. You want it to follow the stone. So I set it up here on the side, and I take down the universal support until I see that this follows the stone.
Yeah. So it should touch the grinding wheel both on the template, on the back, and in the front.
Yes. And once I set it in the right angle, then I take the micro adjustment and I make it a full turn, so the universal support goes up. So I'm at the 3, I go a full turn over here, and then I can just double check that it runs smoothly, nothing is touching. I lock up the universal support, and off I go sharpening. Should I sharpen?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see some sharpening action and hear if it screams at us or not.
Yes, a good tip can also be, now this is not that, but you see, like I have a small board here,
right,
all the way in, and sometimes it can be even further in, so you don't want to sharpen longer than necessary, and you can't see it on this side. Here I can see it, but sometimes you can't. Then you can just take a marker.
Oh, okay, that's a good tip.
And mark it here, so I know that I don't sharpen too long.
Right.
Or too far.
Good.
Too long is bad English. Then I go flat here. And if it's rounded, then I just follow the shape. So I lift it up a bit here. Now this is not very rounded, but it is a little bit rounded.
You feel for the bevel.
Yeah.
In my experience sharpening scissors, you get quite a small bevel. I hadn't sharpened much scissors, but very many knives. And compared to sharpening knives, I think due to the very large angle, I get much smaller burr that can be harder to feel.
Yeah, it can be hard to feel, and it goes. The bevel is quite small, so it goes
Yeah.
quite fast as well when you sharpen, I would
Yeah.
say.
So check for the burr quite often, I would say,
Yeah.
to make sure you don't take off more material than you need.
No.
Because it goes pretty fast.
Yeah,
and,
that's a good tip. And also, if you feel uncertain, you can always color the bevel with the marker and just make sure that the marker is removed, and then you know that you have sharpened the entire way.
Yeah.
So now I sharpen first scissor, then I unlock it, and then I need to turn it around. And as I said before, I need to have the bevel looking down. So I turn it around like this. And I clamp it again. First screw, second screw, first knob, second knob. And off we go. And it's very easy to sharpen, because even if you are loose, the stone is turning towards you, so you will always be pushed against the plate. So it is very easy to sharpen and feels very precise.
Generally just need to focus on following the shape of the blade.
Yes. And even if it's very round, it's no problem.
How much pressure are you putting down into the stone? Is it a lot, or?
It depends on how badly damaged the scissor is. The more pressure you put, the more horrific the sound is, even if this is way better than on the SVX-150. Since it's a very steep angle, you will still make some noise. But here I'm satisfied. I think I've sharpened all the way. And then I just remove the scissor. I can turn off the machine. And for you who has followed us a long time, we often talk about burr, and that is very important to remove burr and so on. When it comes to scissors, burr actually has a purpose. Because if you remove all the burr, when you cut, it might push the material out. The burr helps us to catch the material, so you want some burr left when you cut. So you don't need to hone it. If you feel that you have way too much burr, what you can do is either pull it through a piece of wood, end grain, right? Or you can open up the scissor like this when you cut down, and once you're down, you push it together and you open it up again. So press it outwards while cutting down. Be careful to not cut your fingers. And once you're down, push them together and open up. And then you will be removing the worst of the burr. So there are not many tools where burr has an advantage. Scissors are one, scythe is another. When you cut the grass, you want some burr to catch the grass as well.
Also a general tip that might not have as much with sharpness to do, but is to make sure that you have you can disassemble this. It has a screw in the pivot point. So if you notice that it slips, it might just need to be tightened. So check that first. If you can just tighten the screw and make sure that the blades are in contact when you're cutting. Or if you have disassembled it and sharpened it and you don't feel that it is fully working, make sure you assemble it correctly and screw it together.
Most scissors are possible to undo with the screw. And if you have left-handed scissors, if you're a lefty, you will have the bevel on the other side compared to this scissors. And if you can't unscrew them, then you would end up here, and that you will have a problem because there are a lot of things touching inside the machine. So if you can unlock them, you can just undo them and take one piece at a time, if you have left-handed scissors. If they are not possible to unscrew, what you need to do then is to move the entire universal support and take it from this position over here, up. And this works perfectly fine as well. The only thing is that I said before that the wheel turning against me pushes the plate, the clamp against the plate. Here it has another effect. It will try to lift the clamp from the plate. Yeah, it will try to run, so I need to put some pressure. Otherwise, it works just fine, and this way you will come on the outside as well if you have left-handed scissors. I don't know how many lefties there are out there, and I also know that not all lefties have left-handed scissors, but there are some of you out there, and we want everyone to be able to sharpen on the Tormek, right?
Yes, of course. We have gone through quite quickly new main features of the SC-60. It's a very great improvement. We did not mention, I think, when we spoke about the compatibility, that this is actually also compatible on the Tormek T2 Pro Kitchen knife sharpener.
So it's a first time ever we have a jig that works both with the woodworking segment and with the culinary segment, in this case the Tormek T2.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Yes, so if you have kitchen scissors or whatever, you can sharpen on the T2 as well.
And compatibility-wise, I mean, that's a big thing for us. We want to make things compatible for as long as we can, for as much as possible.
Yes.
So, this is very exciting.
And also, we're talking about compatibility, difficult word. It's compatible backwards with all older Tormek machines as well. I think I might have mentioned that in the beginning. Also, on this machine, you can sharpen like garden scissors. So you can sharpen
shears.
Yeah, there are almost no limitation on how big scissors you can sharpen.
Right.
On the T2, however, there are some limitations. We will talk about them soon. The first thing you do when you want to sharpen on the Tormek T2 is that you remove the jig. So you undo it, you remove the whole thing, up. Hopefully smoother than I do. And then you take the plate, you set it here. And here we also have a quick setup. Should we talk about the limitation first, or?
Sure, I think you should. It's a good idea just to demonstrate how you set it up and how to get sharpening.
So if you see here, you have like a groove that is looks like the stone, and if I put it on the inside of the wheel, and put this straight on the plate, and then I try to follow the shape of the stone.
So you try and match them up there.
Yeah. Am I doing a good job, Hugo? If you look
I'm looking at the YouTube video now. I think it looks perfect.
As long as it looks good on video, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And here I have set it up for 60 degrees then.
Yep.
So this is a quick setup, a different variant but it's quick and easy as well.
Yep. And we should also mention, of course, our old trusty classic, the marker method.
Yes, exactly. The marker method always works. If you don't want exactly 60 degrees, or you don't know which angle you want, you just want to repeat the existing angle you have, then the marker method works great, both on the T2 as well as on the woodworking machines.
If we want to repeat it super quickly, you color the bevel of the scissors you want to sharpen, you set it up, and you see by pulling the stone by hand where you are taking away material, and then you change the angle until you remove the coloring from the entire width of the bevel.
Great, Hugo. Then I set it up in the clamp the same way as I have done before. Up, screw, knob. And then off I go sharpening. Here the limitation is that if this from the center until the tip can't be longer than 120 millimeters or 12 centimeters.
Yep.
I'm sorry, the US crowd out there, I'm bad at our metric system. But it is on the webpage.
Yep.
But if you have longer, you can just undo them and do them in two pieces as well, as long as you can undo scissors. So the limitation is only if they are not possible to undo.
Yeah, if you can't disassemble the scissors, then there's a limitation.
And here the stone is running away from me, so I need to hold a bit more firmly than I need to do on the woodworking machine. But otherwise it works the exact same way. And I can feel the burr even quicker here with the diamond wheel.
Yeah, I think it's also the coarse diamond wheel that's on there. So
yes, that's why I felt the burr. Yeah.
And you had previously sharpened it to 60 degrees.
Yes,
so, yes. Great. Yeah, that's super exciting for all you professional kitchens or commercial chefs out there to be able to also sharpen your kitchen scissors.
Yeah, and also from my experience, people know how a sharp knife is supposed to be. People sharpen their knives and so on. But scissors, they often never sharpen. They are just in the drawer.
Forgotten hero.
Yes, but if you sharpen your old scissor, you will feel a huge difference in how a scissor is supposed to feel when you cut. I would say the difference is almost even more dramatical than with knives sometimes. So. And also I recommend everyone to try the new jig. It needs to be tried to understand how much better it is than the old SVX-150 is my recommendation as well.
Yeah, I agree. Great.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah, we do have some questions, but before going into those, I think we should mention the price.
Yes.
What will it cost?
That can be interesting.
Yeah. You have your cheat sheet.
I have my cheat sheet here as well.
Yeah.
I need just as you. So it will be 56 euros excluding VAT. It will be $78. It will be the map pricing, and in the Swedish krona it will be 552 Swedish kronor excluding VAT there as well.
Yes.
We should perhaps also mention that the kit will get upgraded.
Yes, the HTK 906, which it was called previously, will be updated to be called the HTK 1006.
You see the small.
The 1006 is with the scissors jig included. So the 906 was the previous version with the SVX-150 and the new axe jig. We have had quite a few updates on these. So the 806 were the older version, the 906 with the new axe jig, and the 1006 also with the new scissors jig.
Yes.
To make that as clear as possible.
Good, Hugo. Thank you.
Great. Now maybe we should jump into the chat and see what everyone has to say. We have quite a few people saying hello from all around the world.
Hello.
We have from Romania. We have from Arizona. We have people from Nevada, from Poland. And we have the first correct guess where the hexagonal pattern was located, which is, of course, on the Tormek T8 cooling vent. So there you can find the hexagon pattern in another spot.
Who was?
It was...
Who won?
LT Jake K. Khan. Lieutenant Jake Khan.
Very attentive of him.
Yeah, very nice. We have some German watchers, and we have Bill Clancy asking if the Tormek KS-123 can be used as well for the scissor sharpener.
So the KS-123 is
knife angle setter.
Yes, so only for knives.
Yep. And with a quick setting of angles, you probably won't need a different method of setting the angle.
Like all my scissors at home are 60 degrees. That's why I love the quick setup.
Yeah, super easy. We have our longtime friend Jeff Brown with us in the chat. Hi Jeff, nice seeing you again. We have Italian guy, we have Burlington, Massachusetts represented. And we have the Tormek community forum, forum.tormek.com, represented by Rich Colvin, I think. I really love the usability features your team have designed into this. Great work, good to hear. And another forum legend, Ken. Nice seeing you, Ken. Clever having the new jig also working with the T2. can using just the platform part with the T2 provide a platform for sharpening with the T2?
Yes, it can. Of course, you can use it as a plate for sharpening. I don't know what tools you might want to sharpen, but I'm sure I've only had it for a couple of months, but I'm sure it is just like the SVD-110, the plate.
Yeah, it's fixed in the distance between the... But you can change it.
You can alter the angle, and you can then, with the marker method, if you have, I don't know what kind of tools you have.
I mean, we have a very creative community that I am very sure will come up with.
I feel more confident in their capability than myself. So, but
sometimes, at least.
At least, yes. But please, if you find new ways of using it, please share it with us.
We're always keen on seeing your sharpening innovation as well as our own, of course.
But I like them starting to think in those terms already. That's
great. We have a question from our colleague Malin, who asks which order you should tighten the knobs and screws on the jig again. I don't know if we did it the wrong way.
I lock the screw,
knob, right?
Yeah, I do screw, knob, but I don't know. Start with the screws is my best. It worked for me.
Yeah, and if Malin has something to mention, or she just want to tease you, I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's an absolute science.
No,
as long as it's
clamped.
It's yes.
Yeah. We have Mark de Haas from Belgium. Brad asks us, when will this be available?
It is available on most markets, coming week, I would say. I think everyone has received them, but they need to be forwarded to all retailers and so on. But I'm sure if you go on tormek.com, you will...
Yeah, and we will update this video description also with a link to the product page and everything. So if you're watching this after the live, check the description and you'll have all the information and links down there. But tormek.com, you can choose your country and find a retailer in your country and see if they have it in stock or not. And they should have it in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
By end of October, I think most markets should have availability.
Yeah. They are all shipped from here. Then sometimes it's longer to certain markets than others.
Greetings from the Cayman Islands. Love my T8.
Great. I'm not sure if they're in Cayman Islands next week.
No, don't know about that. Magnus Lindvall, our friend, says great upgrade. Sharpening supplies are one of our US retailers. Such a clever, quick setup for the T2. Carol Griffin says hello from New York City. How much in US dollars? We had a question. We answered that before. 78 is the map pricing, right? Perfect. Greetings from Miami, Florida. Yeah, you have, I think Victor just now also added the product, the product page.
Good.
In the chat. But that was all for questions for now. No more questions. I'll give you another second if you want to. Anything else you want to add to this update, Sebastian?
Not really. I think I said most what I wanted to say. I think they're really good, our teams of innovation team. They create good new products. They might seem like small details, but they make everyday life sharpening way easier. What I would like to add perhaps is people seeing this afterwards, that don't forget to ask your comments or questions in the comments, and we will answer them in writing. So you still have the chance to ask questions even after this live, or if you see it when we're not live.
Of course, please do. Right, no more questions for now. So with that, I think we should conclude. Very nice upgrade. We look forward to all of you using it and letting us know what you think. It's much faster, much easier to set up, and much smoother. So yeah, that's the Tormek way of doing things. Please Thank you, Sebastian,
Thank you, Hugo.
for showing us how it works. Thank you, Victor, for your stable hands behind the camera. And until next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.